It was the late 1940s when a terrifying distress signal cut through the airwaves over the Strait of Malacca. The message was fragmented, desperate. All officers, including the captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge. Possibly whole crew dead. The chilling words were followed by an unreadable Morse code, then a final horrifying message. I died. And then, complete silence. The ship sending this signal was the SS Ourang Medan, when a nearby American merchant ship, the Silver Star, finally located the vessel. What they found was a scene of pure, unadulterated horror. The entire crew of the Ourang Medan was dead. Their bodies were scattered across the decks, in the chart room and on the bridge. Every single man was frozen in a rictus of terror. Their eyes were wide open, staring at an unseen horror. Their mouths were agape, as if caught mid-scream. Their arms were outstretched, reaching for something, or trying to fend something off. There were no visible wounds, no signs of a struggle, no blood. It was as if their very souls had been scared out of their bodies. Even the ship's dog was found dead, its teeth bared in a final, terrifying snarl. The rescue team felt an unnatural, bone-chilling cold radiating from the ship's hold, a stark contrast to the sweltering tropical heat. The air felt thick, heavy, almost suffocating. A decision was made to tow the mysterious ship back to port. But as the crew of the Silver Star prepared the lines, smoke began to pour from the Ourang Medan's lower decks. The rescue party scrambled back to their own ship just in time. Moments later, a massive explosion ripped the Ourang Medan apart. The ship was engulfed in flames, and within minutes, it sank beneath the waves, taking its dark secrets with it. But the story doesn't end there. Some say the ship is cursed to sail the seas forever, reappearing every 47 years. The mystery of the Ourang Medan begins with its very existence. There are no official registration records of a ship with that name. Its origins are shrouded in speculation. Some sources claim it was a Dutch vessel, its name meaning Man from Medan, a city on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Others suggest it was built secretly in Japan during the war. Her cargo was just as mysterious. Rumors swirled about what she was carrying. Was it a volatile mixture of potassium cyanide and nitroglycerin? Or perhaps something even more sinister, like nerve gas developed by Japanese scientists during World War II and being smuggled out of the country? Let's explore some of the theories. The chemical leak theory is one of the most popular. It suggests that seawater breached the ship's hold, reacting with the cargo to release a deadly, toxic gas. This gas would have asphyxiated the crew, causing the convulsions and facial expressions of terror described by the rescuers. This would also explain the subsequent explosion, as the unstable chemicals finally ignited. Another theory points to carbon monoxide poisoning from a malfunctioning boiler system. This could have silently killed the crew in their sleep, or as they went about their duties. However, this doesn't fully explain the widespread terror frozen on their faces or the extreme cold reported by the rescue team. And then, of course, we enter the realm of the paranormal. Some believe the Ourang Medan was carrying something not of this world, a cursed artifact, an ancient evil that was unleashed from the ship's hold. The whispers the radio operator heard behind the distress call, the feeling of a malevolent presence, the crew's silent screams, these details fuel the belief that a supernatural force was at play. Could the ship itself have been a haunted entity, turning on its own crew? The story becomes even stranger when you consider the supposed sightings that have occurred since its sinking. The legend says the Ourang Medan is a ghost ship, destined to return on a 47-year cycle. Fishermen and sailors across the decades have reported seeing a spectral vessel matching its description, drifting silently through the night. Its hull is rusted, its decks are eerily empty, but its silhouette is unmistakable. Some witnesses claim they've seen shadowy figures moving on board, their eyes glowing with a faint, otherworldly light. Others swear they've heard disembodied screams carried across the water on still nights, echoes of the crew's final moments. In 1994, almost 47 years after the initial incident, sailors in the Indian Ocean reported a derelict vessel appearing out of nowhere. It matched the description of the Ourang Medan perfectly. But as they tried to approach, the ship allegedly vanished into a thick, unnatural mist, as if it were never there at all. Then, in 2041, another 47-year interval, a satellite was said to have captured a strange, ghostly outline of a ship in the Strait of Malacca, right where the original tragedy occurred. The anomaly was there 1 hour and gone the next, leaving analysts baffled. Of course, skeptics dismiss these accounts as maritime folklore, misidentification of other vessels, or simply tall tales spun by sailors. They point to the lack of official records as proof that the ship never even existed, that the entire story is an urban legend passed from one generation to the next. But the eyewitness accounts from the crew of the Silver Star remain compelling. The detailed distress signal, the horrifying discovery, the sudden explosion, these elements have been documented in various maritime reports and publications since the 1950s. The story has persisted for a reason. It taps into our deepest fears of the unknown, of the vast, mysterious ocean and the secrets it holds. Whether it was a tragic accident involving dangerous chemicals, a top-secret military experiment gone wrong, or a genuine supernatural event, the fate of the Ourang Medan is one of the greatest unsolved maritime mysteries of all time. It's more than just a ghost story. It's a chilling reminder that there are things in this world that we cannot explain. The ship is a warning that some mysteries refuse to be solved, and some stories refuse to sink into the abyss. So if the cycle holds true, the world may be due for another sighting. The ghost ship Ourang Medan could reappear, drifting silently through the shipping lanes, its crew forever frozen in a state of ultimate terror. A haunted vessel sailing on a cursed voyage through time. The next time you look out at the dark, open sea, remember the Ourang Medan. Remember the distress call that faded into silence. Because some ships don't just carry cargo, they carry curses. And they don't just sail, they return. If you found this story as chilling as we did, make sure to like this video, share it with a friend who loves a good mystery, and subscribe to our channel. The more you share, the deeper we can dive into the world's strangest and most terrifying cases. Thanks for watching.